A disappointing end to the season has most Manchester United fans looking to the summer in anticipation of who is coming in to raise the level of the team. I'll be making my transfer suggestions based on the tactical deficiencies I've been highlighting all season and formulating what my starting 11 would be. Let's go to the whiteboard. Assuming Ollie will stick with his favoured 4-2-3-1 formation, let's start with the goalkeepers. Personally, I would get rid of both. The once great De Gea is shot goods, and in my opinion, Henderson isn't at the required level for United. I would use De Gea in part X for Oblak and sell Henderson, leaving the soon-to-be returning Heaton as number 2. United won't be looking for a new number 1 goalkeeper this summer, so it will be Henderson in and De Gea out. But don't be surprised if Heaton ends the season as number 1. Moving to left back, no problems here. For me, Shaw was United's best player last season and a shoo-in for the left back berth. Moving to left centre back, the world's most expensive defender may not even be United's best defender, but as club captain, Maguire will be at the heart of United's defence next season. Right centre back, for me, the only facet of defending in which Maguire excels over Lindelof is eerily. But with the money United have invested in Maguire, if someone is going to make way for a pacey centre-back, it's going to be Lindelof. I was a huge advocate of United going for the Liverpool-bound Canate, but with him gone, eyes are moving towards Sevilla's Koundé. Honestly, I'm not a fan, and if United end up spending 50 million on this guy, it will be another transfer gaffe. But there are two things to consider. Buying a pacey centre-back won't make Maguire quicker, and for me, we have an outstanding talent already at the club if given the opportunity. Tuanzebe is my choice to partner Maguire next season. He had good games against Leicester and Wolves, but needs game time to start to fulfil his potential. Moving on to right back, I'm shocked at the level of improvement in Wan-Bissaka in the last quarter of the season. He looks a lot more assured and composed on the ball, which has resulted in better distribution from crossing positions. He still has a lot to improve on, but his upward curve is enough to keep him in the team for next season. Moving on to the double pivot, tactically, the lack of a ball play in the double pivot to get the ball out of the middle third into the final third has caused Fernandes to go looking for the ball, taking him out of the danger zones. Most of the season, I have defended Fred and McTominay because of the great defensive job they have done, and we realise what a great job they do defensively when Pogba and Matic end up back in there, which makes United wide open. But the evolution of United requires someone who can provide defensive solidity and play. Out of McTominay and Fred, McTominay stays in. Top of my list to partner McTominay is Calvin Phillips, but the more realistic option is Bissouma of Brighton. Another player we will probably lose to Liverpool, but he will give United the progressive, forward-thinking play United need in the middle third. Until Liverpool sign him, he's in my team. Moving to the front players, let's get it out the way. United's most influential player last season was Fernandes, and he will remain the go-to man for United next season. Whether he delivers is another thing, but he is United's talisman. Moving to the left of the front three, the big question is, will Pogba stay or go? Personally, I don't care, but these chain of events could see him leave. With 1 year left on his contract, Mbappe will not come cheaper to the cash-strapped Real Madrid. If that deal happened, the want-away Ronaldo to PSG to take Mbappe's place is far more realistic than Ronaldo returning to United, which would open the path for a return to Juve for Pogba. If Pogba leaves, there is only one replacement, Jack Grealish. He won't come cheap, but his talent is worth it, and he puts a shift in every game unlike Rashford. United's number 9 is as nailed on as Fernandes, and that is Cavani. For the record, Kane to United will not happen, but United could sign someone like Danny Ings as a squad player, who would come at a reasonable price with him being in the last year of his contract. Going to the last position on the pitch, and that's United's much maligned right side. With only 33% of United's attacks coming down the right, it's an area where United need to improve to become a more balanced attacking outfit. The obvious candidate is Sancho, but when I think of Sancho, the phrase lies, damn lies and statistics comes to mind. I watch a Bundesliga game a week, and overall, the defending in the league is poor. In 92 Bundesliga games, Sancho has scored 37 goals. That's a goal every 2.4 games, and 47 assists. That's an assist every 1.95 games. Impressive, no doubt. But compare that to his Champions League stats. In 21 Champions League games, he has scored 5 goals. That's a goal every 4.2 games, and 6 assists. That's an assist every 3.5 games. Clearly, when the level goes up, his influence goes down. That's not to say he's not a good player, but anything north of 45 million is way too much. We have seen some outstanding Bundesliga players come to the Premier League and struggle. It's a huge step up. I guarantee you that Haaland is in demand for his Champions League goals and performances, and not his goals in the Bundesliga. For me, the alternative, and you may laugh at this, is David Brooks. Injury problems in the 1920 season halted his progression, but he is quick, technically outstanding, and is very creative, and I think Cavani will get a lot from him on that side. So, there is my United team for next season. I must point out that we have to be realistic in our expectations of who we sign. The big glamour signings are unlikely to happen. We may get one if Pogba leaves, and if the Glazers want to make a signing to appease us United fans. That's where Grealish or Sancho comes in. But whoever we sign, if Ollie doesn't move away from his old boys club mentality, picking his favourites every week, regardless of how well they play, the impact of any signings will be minimal. Competition in the squad needs to be created to make certain players work for it more. A squad game is the name of the game for the 2021-22 season. Let me know in the comments who you want to see at United next season. Thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next video.